Hello, I'm so excited to introduce you to the Energize leadership model. After more than 20 years working with leaders in different industries, at different levels, and in different types of organizations, I've organized the core components of modern day leadership into one model, which we use to focus and guide all of our coaching and development efforts. Your specific challenges are covered in this model, I guarantee it. But let me take a quick minute to walk you through. The model has 3 core elements, and it's really quite simple: connect, engage, and perform. Each of these 3 areas build upon each other. You can't get to perform unless you've excelled in both connect and engage. They look simple enough, but each core element is actually covering quite a bit of key content. Connect is all about relationships. Relationships are an important key to success in today's world, and they've actually become the central focus for leaders. But relationships are about a lot more than just connection with another person. Like the dynamic between an employee and a boss or an interaction with a client, the truth is, relationships start with you, the core of you. There are so many things that can get in the way of our ability to build a strong relationship with another individual. There's our own personal story, the assumptions we make about others, the busy work that we immerse ourselves in, the virtual reality of our office, the dynamic of others. I could go on and on. Interpersonal relationships are one of the reasons why work sometimes is so difficult. So it's important to take inventory of the role that we ourselves play in the interpersonal equation. In the connect piece of the engaged leadership model, we take time to discover more about you and what your key drivers and talents are. We also look at your emotional intelligence and how we can leverage it to build those strong relationships. And we obtain feedback from others, so you have a better idea of how you are perceived and where you can improve. This first step is really about understanding yourself, your core needs, and your biggest contributions, so we can build a plan to get the best version of yourself out into the world at all times. It's time to get out of your own way and become the best you that you can be. Next, we focused on your vision and your purpose, clarifying, identifying it so that you have the clarity you need to move forward strategically and you're able to speak compellingly about your direction. Then, we worked together to create a plan for your self-care. What are the things you need to build into your days, your work, your schedule, your life, in order to care for yourself in a way that allows you to start to live your best self? We want to let go of any self-sabotaging habits and reinforce the soul-filling, goal-achieving behaviors that will lead to your dream life and your dream work scenario. At this point, we begin to look at your inner circle relationships and what you can do to nurture, protect, and enrich those. Positive and fulfilling relationships with others not only provide the support you need to sustain yourself, but they also provide this natural bridge to your biggest ambitions, and they will be key to keeping your forward momentum moving kind of on autopilot. So Connect is really about putting on the oxygen mask yourself first. This is your foundation, and it's only with a strong foundation that you can truly thrive and live the life you're meant to live. Engage is about how you show up and how you inspire and engage others. It's critical to have clarity and confidence in the message that you relay. Here we work on your presence and your approach to ensure a clear and compelling leadership essence that resonates with others. We also work on strategy and maintaining a strong, healthy, and high-performing team. This includes hiring well, developing the talent that you do hire, focusing on their strengths, communication, managing transitions, all of that. We'll focus on what you can do to keep your finger on the pulse and on keeping the team energized about the work they're doing. Establishing a purpose-focused culture ensures that you have the right people on the bus, doing the right things, in the right order, and for the right reasons. Engage is also about your customers and your clients. Keeping in tune to their needs, actively managing the relationship with them and your brand, and connecting your entire organization with them is one of the frequently missing keys to lasting success and lifelong loyalty. It is one thing to have a compelling vision. It's quite another to keep everyone energized around it and rallying towards that success, even more powerfully than you yourself do. Finally, we talk about celebration. With the fast and frenetic pace being a norm for today's leaders, we have sadly lost the art of celebrating. We work on fine-tuning the balance of work hard and play hard, of achieve, rest, and then repeat. Engage is about being deliberate, being aware, and energizing others. Engage the people who matter the most, employees, customers, and family, so they can be their best too. People are the driving force, and it's only through channeling positive, engaging energy that greatness happens. Being able to set expectations and manage to results is an art that is difficult for many leaders. Perform is about building an organization that's performance-focused and also comfortable with challenging conversations about how to best achieve optimal levels of performance. Therefore, we tackle the tricky issues like managing time and priorities, delegating, creating work-life balance, facilitating productive meetings, mastering competencies that are necessary for being successful. Again, we lean heavily on your strengths and study your sticking points to strategically reconcile them. Many leaders struggle with things like being organized, following through, relying on others, taking on too much, making decisions, and managing change. We have the tools, tips, and tricks developed to support you in so many of these tough areas so that the light can truly shine on your greatest attributes rather than your stumbling blocks. Building a creative and innovative culture that's open and ready to redesign processes, re-engage stakeholders, introduce new products and services. It's imperative for being nimble and adaptable for the opportunities and situations that come your way. Actively maintaining an agile culture is an effort you'll learn to be conscious of and deliberate in achieving. As a leader, you're ultimately judged by your performance, and performance usually means the bottom line. What are your revenues? What's your profit? Are we hiring? Are we keeping great talent? We help you set performance measures that matter. And together, we work through a process for creating a performance-focused culture so everyone can gauge and speak to performance on a consistent and frequent basis. We do need to work hard in order to play hard, right? But focusing on the right things is the only way to be sure we can live the life of our dreams. And if we take the time to set ourselves up for success, everything becomes easier. Optimal performance is like a wheel in motion, a continuous cycle looping back around for more. Let's make performance the easiest thing in your wheelhouse.